Okay, shut up. We're live. And honorary third member, Sid the Nerdy Mark Saram.
Yo, 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 what is going on, Tim and John? It is always great to be back
Nice.
uh, on this all the time. So I know we got a lot to cover. I am still reeling in from last night, but we all have a lot to say, I think, especially after what happened in the end. But excited to be here, nonetheless. So yeah, let's do this.
All right. Well, let's dive right in, shall we? The first match
That's
on
my
the
life.
card was the women's Money in the Bank match. Now, for me, Naomi was the woman's MVP. She made the ladder really matter with her splits, springboards, and
Definitely.
kicks. There was an awesome eclipse off the ladder from Ember to Natalia, I believe. Nikki Cross running up the ladder was awesome. Mandy Rose hurt Carmella. Carmella came back for revenge. Sonya took Mandy up the ladder to grab the case, but Bayley knocked them both off to win. What were your guys' thoughts? John, I'll go with you first.
Um, I love that Bailey won this match, and I loved all the craziness with Nikki Cross. Naomi really impressed the hell out of me. And my personal favorite thing was Nikki Cross doing the Terry Funk spot with the ladder on her head and spinning around.
Yeah.
Loved it. As far as ladder matches go, I felt like this is the first Money in the Bank ladder match in a long time where it wasn't just about crazy ladder spots. Everybody wanted that briefcase.
Right. Right.
At one point, all of them were on a ladder at once.
I agree. Sid,
Yeah.
what do you make of putting the Money in the Bank briefcase on Bayley?
I think it's the right move at this point. I feel like she's been overshadowed by Charlotte and even Becky. And by the way, there's some echo going on in the background of my end. But anyway, so I think yeah, as far as the Charlotte and Becky thing, she was definitely overshadowed by them. And then yeah, I guess we'll get to it afterwards. But I think I said this in the beginning. Even when Charlotte beat Bailey to face off against Becky for her SmackDown title, I was like, okay, she better win the Money in the Bank briefcase because personally, I need a different match than Charlotte versus Becky for the SmackDown title. So I'm excited that Bailey won the briefcase. So congratulations on her.
Yeah.
No, by the way, Naomi.
Oh, uh-oh.
Naomi, what?
Yeah, say what you just said again. You froze.
Oh, sorry. Naomi said Naomi was cosplaying as Bumblebee from Teen Titans Go.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was going on with the natural hair and all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I don't.
I said that with her hair, she looked like the Black Panther's little sister from Avengers.
That would work too. That would work too, but she has to wear like a little dot on her face.
So the second match was the U.S. title match. Samoa Joe against Rey Mysterio. After taking a few leg kicks, it was all Rey Mysterio. Somehow Joe got a bloody nose, possibly from the first Hurricane Rana. The end came when Joe went for a powerbomb, and Mysterio countered with the second Rana. Joe's one shoulder was not on the mat, so expect another match. This match was a bit short for my taste. Afterwards, Joe attacks and two Uranagis and a senton to Mysterio in the ring while Dominic had to watch. This isn't over, John. What do you make of Dominic being on screen? We know he trained with Lance Storm and Jay Lethal.
Well, I think if they wanted to have Dominic get involved in a match, that would be awesome to see, especially if he got to work with his dad. Other than that,
Do you think they're going there?
I wouldn't think that unless that Dominic and Ray both want.
Yeah, and Ray has said that he wants Dominic to go around the world like Mysterio did and
Yeah.
Jericho and everybody. So I find it very interesting that Dominic is appearing on a WWE screen. What say you, Siddharth?
Didn't really have much to say because this was a kind of a blink and a miss kind of match. But yeah, I think the real story is, the angle afterwards, wherein Rey Mysterio was basically murdered by Samoa Joe. So I don't know if Dominic is going to get in the ring just yet. I think he's obviously still training. But this was an okay this is an okay match. But I still think Joe should have won because I said this a couple of times already. I think Rey Mysterio, and maybe if you have a different opinion, that's totally fine. But in my opinion, I think Rey Mysterio has done just about everything he can in the WWE.
Well, he just did.
I don't.
Commentary said that the U.S. title has eluded him. So I think this is going to be a short reign, especially with the whole his Samoa Joe's shoulder was not on the mat.
Yeah. My only concern, though, is that I feel like they're going to keep hot potatoing the belt between Joe and Mysterio. That's my only real concern. But if Joe takes it back, I do want to see him in another feud. So please and thank you.
All right. Number 3 was the match we were all waiting for. I know, particularly John, you were very interested in this match. The best in the world, Shane McMahon versus The Miz in a steel cage. This is supposed to be the blow-off to their feud. Shane tries to escape in the beginning. After an onslaught from The Miz, Shane catches a yes kick to powerbomb Miz into the cage. Miz caught the coast to coast and locked in the figure 4. Shane tried to escape at the door, but Miz dragged back in, and Shane brought in a chair. Miz wins the race to the chair and laid that chair into Shane's back multiple times. Miz hit a skull-crushing finale on a chair for 2 after the ref stopped the count with Shane's foot on the rope. The crowd, his commentary wondered if the ref is worried about his job. Miz hit a terrible-looking frog splash for 2. Miz launched Shane into the cage, but Shane started to escape. Miz stops him at the top, but Shane slips out of his shirt and escapes to win. This match went a bit too long for my taste. Obviously, John, I need to know what you think. Sid just said we're offline, but we're watching ourselves right now.
Are we offline?
Live stream line.
God damn it.
Okay. Looks like
It would appear that we are back.
All right.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Well,
Shit happens. Live streams, that's how it goes.
Technology, man.
well, where did it end?
Where did it cut off, Sid?
I think just right when you were about to give your thoughts on.
Okay, good. Yeah, the ref fucked up in this match
On purpose.
On purpose. I'm wondering if possibly will the angle be that he was paid off,
It has to do something with
or
that.
will the angle be that he was in fact threatened with his job if Shane lost?
Now, see, this was supposed to be the blow-off to their feud, but I don't give a fuck because I'm not watching the show. Sid, what were your
Oh,
thoughts?
I'm gonna watch the show.
Good for you.
We're getting Demon Balor versus Andrade.
I'll watch that match, but
Yeah.
I'm not watching the show.
Yeah, I concur.
But you're not gonna watch Goldberg and the Undertaker?
Oh, I have some thoughts
If
about
this
that
was-
here.
Oh my god.
Years ago, yeah. If it was like 20
If it was the fucking 90s, yeah.
Hold on a second. First off, we got commercials for The Undertaker against Goldberg. That's be awful.
How did you... Arthritis.
But back to Miz versus Shane. What were your thoughts, Sidrick?
Yeah, I mean, I think this, honest to God, this whole pay-per-view was a little bit mind-numbing for me. I was like, what the hell? But this was, it was chaotic, absolutely, like as all cage matches are supposed to be. I think, Shane, kind of like, slipping out of his shirt and kind of going, kind of escaping the cage. That was actually a good.
Yeah, that actually was a good cage match moment.
Yeah. Because you know what they say, right? A snake always sheds its skin. So, I mean, that whole metaphor, I guess.
Oh, I like that, Sid.
Thank you.
Are you a snake charmer, by the way? Do you play the flute?
No.
That's racist, too.
It's not racist because he's my friend.
It's not racist.
Yeah, I know. I get that a lot. And also, I actually ride my elephant every day to the snake farm.
I'm officially jealous, so...
So, seriously.
You need to come here, and I'll give you a ride on my elephant. So, anyway.
I just want to ride your elephant trunk.
Tim.
Okay.
We have a show to do. God damn it.
I think this. I don't think this is not. We can't film that though, unfortunately. So, Anyways, but I like the match though. It was fine. I don't know why we're still continuing the Shane and Miz feud.
Who the fuck knows?
I don't know either. It was what it was. So, yeah, it was fine. It was fine for what it was, but I just kind of wish Miz won. So
I would say that too. It was fine.
Right.
It wasn't the best. It wasn't, but it wasn't god awful either.
It was the best because he's the best in the world. Damn it.
So throughout the show, we got this running storyline. Sami Zayn goes up to Triple H and asks about Braun Strowman, and he wants security. And Triple H says that Braun is banned from the building and he's not there. We then see Braun asking where Sami is and throwing officials. Then we see Sami Zayn hung upside down and Triple H calling for officials to cut him down. So Sami Zayn is now out of the Money in the Bank match. Who's going to take his place? He's hanging upside down like an upside down cross. My first thought is Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll get to that at the end. Who did replace Sami Zayn? The next match, the Cruiserweight title, Tony Nese versus Arya Daivari. I thought this was very cool.
Yeah, I said the same thing.
Arya showed up in a car, which was to attribute to his rich character. After a Matrix-like dodge from Arya's clothesline, Nese hit a flurry of offense, ending with a leg drop to the back of the head for 2. There was an inverted Boston Crab locked onto Nese, but Nese drove Daivari headfirst into the turnbuckle. Nese hit a springboard moonsault for 2. Daivari hit a cross-armed slam, taking
Yes.
Now, Sid, since you are the resident 205 aficionado, I wanted to ask you, do you think, since this match was not on the pre-show and featured on a pay-per-view, Tony Nese could have had
you know what? I think the story building up into 05 Live was fine. I think this was fine. I think this is okay. This is a B grade show, like, because it's not a big 5 pay-per-view, and I'm echoing, so I'm a little distracted. Sorry about that. Arya Daivari is a fine opponent. It's Money in the Bank, and Arya Daivari's persona is a rich guy. So, I think it all comes full circle. But,
makes sense.
Yeah, I think this was a great match. I really enjoyed it. to your point, Tim, if any of you watching or not watching 205 Live, please change it. Please change that because it is very much worth 1 hour of your time. You know,
Yeah.
finance. So yeah, but it was a great match. I loved, like you said, Ari Daivari intro, shades of Eddie Guerrero there,
Shades of Alberto Del Rio a little bit too.
and Del Rio, both. I mean, Guerrero did that too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he came out on the hydraulics.
With the lowrider.
You know, lowrider, yeah, lowrider. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, as far as should he have had a different opponent? No, I think this was a fine opponent. But yeah, at like SummerSlam, I hope it's someone.
Right.
Yeah, I felt similarly. Arya Daivari's fine, but for the first...
Yeah, and just because, sorry, real quick, just because Arya Daivari doesn't do a bunch of flippy shit does not mean he's not a cruiserweight.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Right. He did a lot of good counters and good ring wrestling.
Yeah, your weight makes you a cruiserweight. That's what people need to remember.
Yeah.
I'd say that I would have preferred a more established star, especially being that this was their first showing on the main card, not being on the pre-show. But they did the best with what they had, because Arya Daivari is fantastic. He's just not as well known as some of the other people yet.
Sid,
So,
you had
John,
something to say?
Yeah, real quick correction. This is the second time the cruiserweights are on the main show.
What was the first time?
Was Royal Rumble, Buddy Murphy versus Ali.
Ah, shit. You're right.
Yeah, but yeah, I see your point though.
Yeah.
Okay, next we got the Raw Women's title match. Becky Two Belts against the real woman Lacey Evans to defend two titles. Yeah, whatever. I don't give a shit. To defend
Southern Belle.
the sassy Southern Belle, the real woman.
Yeah.
She's a woman. She's a woman. Anyway.
She's also fantastic, so I won't have that in this house.
Is she fantastic?
Yes!
Because here's what I noticed between two matches. Becky looked sloppy in the first match and had no sloppiness against Charlotte. Whose fault is that?
She was fine in every match on NXT,
Lacey
and now
fucked,
all of a sudden you're
Lacey
blaming her.
fucked with Becky Lynch, dude, to make her look bad in the first match. I think.
Okay, that's what heels do.
No, not like that. Like every time Becky came off the top rope, Lacey moved a little bit to make her move look shittier.
I didn't even notice that.
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
I was paying hard attention.
Apparently.
I thought Lacey's offense was fantastic though.
Yeah.
To defend two titles at one pay-per-view, Becky joins Seth Rollins, Eddie Guerrero, Kurt Angle as the only woman to do so. Big Becky two-belt chance, and Lacey covers her ears. After a baseball slide, Becky threw Lacey into the barricade. Lacey worked on the arms so Becky couldn't lock in the disarmer. Lacey took out a handkerchief and wiped her sweat. The champion. Flying forearm from Lynch, which looked sloppy. Bexplex, then a missile dropkick by Becky, which looked sloppy. Lacey hit a kick off the turnbuckle stunner and a big kick for two. Becky turns a roll-up into a disarmer for the win. Lacey looked great. Becky's top rope moves were a bit sloppy. Definitely not Becky's best showing. What are your guys' thoughts on this match?
John, you can go ahead.
I don't know why I didn't notice any of it. Maybe because I watched so late at night. But I was just happy to see Lacey Evans in the ring finally.
Right.
I was a big fan of her in NXT. It further solidifies my position that nobody that goes to main roster pay-per-views watches NXT. You can see when you watch the NXT people in the ring, or what they have them do on the main roster, you can see why Triple H is frustrated backstage. I don't know. I thought the match was fine. I didn't notice any of this problems that people seem to have. Of Twitter, but they shit on everything.
Well, I'm saying Lacey's offense looked good.
Yeah.
Okay? Some of Becky's moves looked sloppy. But
Interesting.
when in the match with Charlotte,
not
none of
sloppy at
her
all.
moves looked sloppy. So it shows that Lacey's still a little bit green, maybe.
Yeah.
Or she's
I mean, that was the
sabotaged.
color of her outfit. So.
Maybe. Yeah,
Sid,
cool,
what were you
Sid.
saying?
I said, yeah, you said Lacey's green. I said, yeah, I mean, it shows by the color of her outfit. So. Just to represent. Yes, I know. I will be here all week. Yeah, Russell Simmons stole all my... Not Russell Simmons. Russell Peters stole all my material.
Yeah.
So anyway.
I don't know
Yeah,
who that is, but he sounds like a
Comedian.
It's all good. I thought this was okay. Didn't really care much for this. Like you said, John, I did like Lacey a lot in NXT. She was fantastic. And now I think in NXT, Vanessa Bourne is kind of trying to fill the void of Evans.
No.
And
It's a
I think
completely
that
different
very-
character.
I mean, they're both kind of like the upper class kind of attitude.
Oh yeah, I guess I could see that.
Yeah. So
I view Vanessa
so
Bourne
I'm
as more of a
very
rock
excited.
star.
I'm very excited to see Vanessa Bourne down the line walking up the ramps at Raw and SmackDown. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
But it was an okay match. I didn't really care, but I wasn't nearly as observant as you, Tim. But yeah, I mean, the moves looked sloppy. I guess they were. And I mean, I guess this is the first time these two have interacted. So I guess that thing is there. Still the familiarity. Maybe the rematch, if that ever happens. If it does happen, it should happen after a very long time. But maybe that match would be better.
All right. Well, directly following this, Becky starts to leave the ring, but Charlotte comes down, and it seems like Becky is going to wrestle again.
It was so crazy too because Charlotte was so cocky when she came down. It was awesome.
Yeah.
She was like, "Come on, let's go, let's go."
This match started fast and kept going until Charlotte slowed it down with a lion tamer. This was a much better match with no sloppy moves from Becky. Charlotte went for natural selection on the apron, but Lynch held the rope, and Charlotte crashed to the floor. Lacey comes back down and hit a woman's right. Becky rolls up Charlotte, who kicks out, and Charlotte hits Becky with a big boot for the win. After the match, Becky assaults Lacey like a rabid dog until Charlotte enters the fray, and the Blondes beat on Becky in the ring. Bayley comes down and lays waste to Lacey with a Bayley to belly, and then gets booted by Charlotte. Charlotte goes after Becky, but Bayley throws Charlotte right into the turnbuckle. The crowd goes wild and is begging for Bayley to cash in. SmackDown's women's title, Bayley cashes in on Charlotte. Bayley hit a flying elbow drop for a quick and exciting win. Now, what are your guys' thoughts on this whole
Love it,
area?
love it, and I love the crowd being behind Bayley again.
Yeah, this was a good way to reestablish her character.
Yes,
I think that this happened for a few reasons. One, Bayley didn't leave when her friend Sasha decided to make her decisions.
yeah,
So she's being rewarded. Second, Bayley, out of all the four horsewomen, has not been given that spotlight yet on the main roster.
right. I mean, she's been Raw Women's Champion, but not at the level at which Charlotte or Becky or Sasha were
Right.
featured.
And then three, they're going to put that title or a title on Charlotte, no matter how long the reign is, until she hits or surpasses her father.
Yeah.
Sid, what did you think about this whole array?
So sorry that you guys kind of came in and out on the Discord a little bit, but
Yeah.
this was good. I loved it. I'm so glad Bayley finally won the SmackDown title off of Charlotte. I know this is probably going to be a pretty short reign. I hope not. I really hope not. I hope it's a longer reign. But I feel that there's a lot of dream matches you can make with Bailey. So I'm excited for Bailey's run. And also, when she won the Money in the Bank briefcase, she cut a promo afterwards, and she said she's no longer just Bailey. So this could mean a shift in her character down the line. So I'm excited to see what they do with Bailey in the future.
Nice. Are we still running? Are we running? Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we get to see Roman Reigns heading to the ring, but Elias smashes a guitar to his back. Elias comes out to do his shtick. He didn't get interrupted. As he walks up the ramp, he hits a Superman punch. The match starts and Reigns spears Elias to win in seconds.
No,
You
you were saying that this was dumb. When I watched it, I didn't feel that way.
I didn't say it was dumb. I just thought, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it didn't have an impact on
Roman and Elias is going to be a feud.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be. It's probably going to be the driving force on SmackDown when it moves to Fox.
Well, there's a couple people who
Shane
have
is, gonna
something
get
to say
involved
about
too,
that.
So.
Who's that?
The New Day.
That's true.
Yeah, but Shane's gonna get involved too. So
Yeah, Shane will be
a whole
involved.
cacophony.
Yeah. Shane will always be involved. Because he's the best in the world.
Exactly. Best in the goddamn world.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Is that cyanide? I wish it was. So I could have some. I
What?
said, is that cyanide? I wish it was.
Oh, come on now.
So
Well, I mean,
I-
if it was cannabis, maybe I would have asked for some, but
Shane McMahon makes me sad. There, I said it.
So the next match we got was the Universal title match, Seth Rollins versus AJ Styles. This match is a match of the year candidate. Move for move, counter for counter. Simply amazing performance by both men.
Awesome.
AJ countered a curb stomp into a Styles clash. I can't tell you everything that happened in the match. Rollins wins by catching the phenomenal forearm into the Revolution knee, then a super kick, and ends the match with the stomp. Go out of your way to watch this match.
Yeah.
Liked that they shook hands afterwards, even though the crowd booed for some reason when AJ put his hand out. But then when they shook hands, the crowd loved it. Very confusing by the crowd's end. Didn't get it.
They had never seen a handshake
I think
before.
they expected AJ to turn heel at that time.
Probably, but
That's a possibility. What say you guys? You just agree? Or?
Very,
I mean, I agree that it's a match of the year candidate. I really liked the finish. I really did. Because Seth has more moves than just the stomp. And this is the first time that's been showcased since he won the title. Because he won the title with just stomps.
How about whenever he hit that off the top rope? He did like the inverted suplex.
Yeah.
And then lifted him right back up and did like a Falcon Arrow.
Yeah.
Dude, that was fantastic.
I've been saying he's been doing that for a while. I've said since he pulled it out the first time that should be his finish.
We'll go to the Seth Rollins mark. Self-proclaimed Seth Rollins mark. Sid, what was your take on this match?
I think you basically just took the words out of my mouth. I absolutely loved it, and like Tim said, if you've not watched this match, I highly implore you to go check this out because this is two premier athletes, not disrespecting Tony and
Premier athletes,
but these are two fantastic athletes just putting on a clinic. And if you have any sort of love for pro wrestling, I think you should watch this one. This was great. I don't have anything to say. I was way too engrossed in this, so that's it. That's all I have.
Same here. And I also want to say, even if you're not a fan of the WWE product, because I know we cover a lot of different wrestling on this channel,
Yeah.
go out of your way to watch this match.
Yeah.
A new title is being announced tonight on Raw by Mick Foley. Thoughts?
Well,
What'd you say, Sid?
It's a hardcore time. I think it's
that's what I said. I mean, they're having Mick Foley bring it out.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
That's what most would think. I'm thinking either a tag belt for the Cruiserweight division or a trios title.
It would make literally no sense to have Mick Foley announce that, though.
Right. But how
The
are
fact
they...
that it's Mick Foley.
Are they bringing back... Okay, so if they bring back the hardcore title, is this a direct reason, a direct response to AEW's TV deal and it being TV 14?
I mean,
Maybe.
I think maybe we're looking too deep into it. Maybe not. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we haven't seen a hardcore title in a long time.
Yeah.
And AEW just announced that they are going to be TV 14.
Well, and
I mean,
you know, with
possible.
WWE the way it is now, it would probably be called the Extreme Rules title or something like that.
Yeah, the Extreme title.
Like the Extreme Championship.
'Cause we're extreme.
ECW? ECW, man?
The Extreme Championship. And Mick Foley. And if it is the hardcore title, they better bring back the 24/7 rule. Because that made for some of the most entertaining shit in the 90s.
Crash Holly, dude. Crash fucking Holly.
Crash Holly fighting Jeff Hardy in the fucking Chuck E. Cheese ball pit.
It
Like-
makes sense for the hardcore title anyway to be having to be defended 24/7.
Yeah.
So, I would think they would incorporate that rule again.
If it is a hardcore title, is it a way to bring Jon Moxley back? Because there are rumors that he's not leaving. But bringing the Jon Moxley character to WWE.
Yes. Honestly, when I saw that vignette,
That's a WWE
that's a
level
WWE
vignette.
level vignette.
Yeah. And it would make sense if they were to just call him Mox.
Yeah, John Moxley.
Yeah.
It would confuse people, though. The kids would be like, "That's Dean Ambrose on the Shield. What
Yeah, so-
happened?"
Fuck
I
it.
wonder how they would do that, like completely kill off the Dean Ambrose character and bring in Jon Moxley. So
I don't know, man. But maybe,
just get off
Hold
the
on. This goes back to another AEW thing.
What?
They said since Pac is not facing Hangman Page, they have a better opponent for him. So maybe they're taking him out of the Battle Royal
Who?
and putting him against Page.
Who?
Moxley.
Possible.
Oh, is it? Well, he wasn't announced for the Battle Royal, though.
No, but it's highly speculated.
Yeah.
Jack Swagger more or less kind of spoiled it a little bit.
Really? What happened
On
there?
a podcast, he was like, well, he didn't directly say, Jon Moxley's going
God damn
to people like Jon Moxley. He mentioned Jon Moxley and Double or Nothing in AEW in the same sentence.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
More like Jack Spoiler.
so either
Never
Moxley faces Page at Double or Nothing this weekend, or Moxley shows up for that new hardcore title. If it is a hardcore title, who knows?
They could just be unifying the titles.
They should unify the Intercontinental and U.S. title and make it an open weight title.
That'd be cool.
Because you got guys like Finn Balor and Andrade,
'Cause
and then
wasn't-
Samoa Joe, and
Because wasn't Fox talking about wanting to not have the brand split anymore?
yeah,
I don't know.
that's why they're doing this whole wild card rule.
And that
First.
and those are things that would have to be put into place like now to
Right.
be ready by October.
All right, so
Speaking of the Pac Hangman thing, before we get too far away from it, if you're upset that we're not getting the match, we are still getting Pac versus Hangman. It is going to be on AEW's YouTube channel tomorrow at 12 p.m.
That'd be good.
what? It's not smoke.
I know, it's just fun.
Oh.
It's fun to
All
play
right,
with.
so moving on. The Lucha House Party came down, cut a shitty promo. They get beat down by Lars. So now Lars is moving from legends to little guys. And after all the recent talk about his old accounts on the internet being racist and misogynistic, they have him beat down 3 Mexicans, which is ridiculous. His build-up kind of reminds me of Ryback, a.k.a. I don't give a shit.
Right. And also, how in the hell did he bleed from his head? He didn't take one bump during that whole thing. That made no
He
sense.
may have pulled a Goldberg and smashed
Well,
his head into a
maybe
door
one
on the
of-
way out.
Maybe one of the Mexicans thought this is my chance to get some retribution for my fucking ethnicity here and bust this bitch open.
Jesus. But they didn't do anything. There was no attack from the Lucha House Party.
That you could
I
see.
mean, there was.
I didn't watch it.
Neither did
I
I.
didn't watch the segment.
He tried to jump on Lawrence, but he just caught him and slammed on the ground. And there was like a big, huge dent on his head, and there was like blood just dripping down his face.
Interesting.
So
I just want Big E to come back and just fucking massacre him. So,
Braun, I wanted Braun just to come out and beat the shit out of him.
be like, we don't have space for racism here. Women are special.
Get these hands.
Yeah.
Anyway,
What was next?
you know that chick that accompanies Nick Aldis everywhere?
No.
Camilla Kane?
No.
That is Braun Strowman's female.
Ah, okay.
Just to let you know.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
So then we had the world title match. Kofi Kingston versus Kevin Owens.
This was really good.
This was pretty much a brawl in the beginning that led to counters and finishers and signature moves. Kofi had an awesome double stomp on the apron. He went to do the trust fall off the top and ate a huge super kick. Kofi hit an SOS. Owens caught...
I was going to say that. He pulled out the SOS.
Yeah. Owens caught a Trouble in Paradise into a Boston Crab, but Kingston got to the rope. Kofi blocked a super kick, but got hit by a pop-up, sit-out powerbomb. Trouble in Paradise sends KO outside. KO hits a stunner, but Kofi grabs the bottom rope. Knees up on Owens' Swanton Bomb, and then a Trouble in Paradise locks in the win for Kofi.
You didn't even mention the inexplicable removal of Kofi's shoes by Kevin Owens.
Probably because I wasn't paying attention at that point.
For some reason, Kevin Owens got very upset, like angry, and pulled Kofi's shoes off and threw them out of the ring.
What was on the shoe?
And I don't know why. Maybe Kofi had like a charm on his shoe that caught Owens on the shoulder. I don't know. But all I know is Kevin Owens got pissed off, like legit pissed off. You could see it. And threw Kofi's shoes away.
Yeah. I thought it was a decent match. Sid, what did you take of this
It was
match?
awesome.
Oh, it was a great match. I loved it. I think the emotion between the two was fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought. I wouldn't have thought that Kofi and KO could work so well together, but they totally did.
Yes.
Yeah. That was cool. I need Kofi versus Finn though very soon.
Oh, definitely. That would be awesome.
That's gonna be great. But yeah, I was kind of expecting Vicky to come out, but I don't know how much more time he has on his recovery.
They're saying he's going to be out till like 2020.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Damn, I think he needs to retire that full split. You know.
No, man, the full split. Did you watch the videos of the New Day bowling against the Bar and the Iconics and the Usos?
Oh, one up, down, down.
Yeah.
I didn't see him, but I know.
Watch those. That shit is funny. I've watched all the videos like twice now.
Okay, I'll go check it
Yeah.
out. I'll check it out.
So then we get to the final match, the men's Money in the Bank match. This match was awesome and ruined by an ending. Ricochet hit a huge
Which is
senton.
something WWE is really good at.
Yeah, Ricochet hit a huge senton to the outside. Orton backdropped 3 dudes onto the announce table.
Finn Balor died.
Andrade springboard dropkicked the ladder. Andrade springboard dropkicked the ladder to stop Randy. Corbin and Drew used ladders to beat on everyone. Finn stomped a ladder onto Corbin. Ali hit a huge Spanish fly off the ladder to Andrade.
Awesome.
Drew slammed Ali through a ladder on the outside. Drew did the inverted Alabama slam on Andrade to Finn on a ladder. Andrade sunset flip powerbomb Finn off the ladder through a ladder. Orton RKO'd Corbin off the ladder. Corbin chokeslammed Ali through an announce table. Complete bedlam. Corbin caught Ricochet's suicide dive into a deep 6, only to eat a claymore by Drew McIntyre. The whole time we waited for the 8th participant, and Brock came down at the last moment. Yes, Brock Lesnar came down at the last moment and easily got the briefcase. Out of all of these amazing talents who just laid their careers on the line, all this young, hungry, athletic talent, they give it to Brock. Not even a part-timer, because Randy Orton's a part-timer. This guy is less than a part-timer. And he just took advantage of 7 other guys' great match to win this Money in the Bank. Fuck this bullshit. Drew was probably my MVP, but Ali was amazing, as was Andrade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all of them were great.
Just a fully deflating ending. I don't even know what the purpose is. Like,
You don't know what the purpose is? The purpose is to cash in on Seth Rollins tonight or wait until Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
I said that this could be a moment to solidify Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
but they're not going to do that. Brock just retired from the UFC,
I
and
just
Fox
don't-
is probably on his jock.
I just, like, Vince McMahon is... And this isn't even the Roman Reigns situation, because it's... Nobody actually hates Roman Reigns.
Ask
People-
DJ Storms.
He's something else.
It's something else.
For
Yeah,
Vince
that is.
McMahon to so adamantly want somebody that nobody gives a flying fuck about to be the center of his product. Somebody that has no respect for the business, no respect for anyone he's ever fucking worked with, no respect for
I hate the
title.
motherfucker for one reason and one reason only. He made Shinsuke Nakamura cry. You make Shinsuke Nakamura cry, you're on my shit list forever. Fuck you, Brock Lesnar.
Oh, I thought we were gonna get another rant from you, Tim, but okay.
What was that?
He
I
doesn't
just
even-
lost my goddamn mind.
Well, yeah, I know.
The ending of Money in the Bank has eliminated all the energy that Tim even has to be able to rant.
No, let me tell you something. You
Here
have
we go.
50-50 booking. You have 50-50 booking for every goddamn guy or girl that Triple H builds up in NXT, and you shit all over them constantly. You have a 3-hour product that nobody fucking wants to watch. Nobody wants to watch, but for some reason you're the big top dog, so everybody has to talk about you. I can't wait till AEW starts and people start jumping ship because I'm tired of reading and hearing complaints about the WWE. You motherfuckers need to shut off the TV, maybe shut off your social media, or get on social media and talk about something else. We have so many other options as wrestling fans. Put your money and your viewership elsewhere. Stop fucking complaining! That's why you see me and this guy talk about New Japan Pro Wrestling, Impact Wrestling, Ring of Honor, all that shit. Do you ever hear us?
Ring of Honor?
We talk about NXT, 205 Live. We never talk about main roster programming unless it comes to a pay-per-view. And honestly, John, this is my last straw. I'm done.
Yeah.
If you want to cover a main roster pay-per-view, I'll consider it. But for me, I'm out.
Okay.
There's your rant.
You asked for this.
Beautiful. You took the word.
It would have been
I
really
was
funny if you
originally
just
gonna,
like left
uh,
after that.
I was about to, but I didn't know where to go.
I wanted to be the one who kind of rubs the alcohol on the skin, and then you can give this huge, painful injection up everyone's ass.
Yeah, the
But-
funniest shit would be if you just like went and like left, and then
I
we
guess
just
I
heard
could
your
go.
car peel out.
So I guess I could.
Like he's
just,
going to Connecticut. Stop him.
Sid's
Sorry.
talking.
It's just like, well, yeah, you just went all freaking, I don't know what, Holocaust on everybody. So good job, Tim.
Oh, sure.
Well, I mean, for Christ's sake, Sid, you watch NXT and 205 Live and pay-per-views. Today, you were messaging me about what other promotions can you watch today.
Yeah.
Ring of Honor, the best of Super Junior stuff. I mean, for Christ's sake, every wrestling forum I see on Facebook, everything I see on Twitter, complaining and complaining and complaining about the WWE.
But that's
well,
good,
you
that's
dumb
good as
son.
shit.
But here's the thing. Stop complaining. Stop putting yourself through the fucking misery and disappointment that we have been eating
I'm telling you,
for
man.
years.
It's like constantly going back to an abusive relationship.
Exactly. So
You
stop
always-
doing it. Watch something else.
I always expect it to be better.
Yeah, but on a side note, I'll say this: I am. It's stuff like this that it's the brain farts of one Vince McMahon that make me super glad that I stopped reviewing main roster pay-per-view.
Yeah,
main roster WWE last year after All In, I kind of stopped reviewing main roster pay-per-view.
Like literally every news outlet out there right now says that Triple H is
Frustrated.
backstage. And why the fuck do you think that is? I mean,
They made the Shield.
I mean, rumors.
They made the Shield one of the top fucking factions.
Yeah.
They took Seth Rollins. They took all three of them and made them Grand Slam champions. They had Seth Rollins defeat Brock Lesnar. Yeah. This guy's supposed to be the face of your company. He's on the cover of your goddamn video game.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen? You're going to get to see the fucking Undertaker versus Goldberg. And you're going to get to see Brock Lesnar beat Seth Rollins.
With
Fuck out of here.
With nothing but a suplex and an F5.
Yep.
Yeah. Suplex City.
People are like, oh, John Cena's the 5 moves to doom. Well, Brock's only got fucking 2. Yeah. Brock has 2 moves.
And John Cena is actually an upstanding individual. 3
moves if you count bouncing around like a fucking retard.
I mean, yeah, the Kimura lock he has, but barely uses it.
When's the last time he's used the Kimura lock?
Triple H. 5 years ago.
Yeah.
No, he reused it at the Royal Rumble against Finn Balor.
Cool, against Finn Balor, a guy that he doesn't need to fucking do it against.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not defending him, I'm just saying.
Where are those? In the refrigerator or on the outside?
You have ginger ales. You have a 2-liter ginger ale.
What?
But yeah, fucking... Fuck.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Every time I think it's not going to be Brock, it's Brock.
Yeah. Like, they did this in Hell in a Cell. Like, come on. You already did this once, then you don't do it again. People hated it the first time. It doesn't mean it's gonna work.
Did you see his shit-eating grin as he stood atop the ladder?
He knew what he was doing.
Knew it.
He knew.
He knew that no one wanted to see it. He's laughing in your face. He's laughing in my face. Well, guess what? Yeah. You're not going to laugh in my face anymore because I don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Stop. Come back.
Where's
good news is there's this t-shirt company that's putting out a wrestling show next week. So
that big t-shirt company. I heard about them.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they're in over their heads. I mean, none of them know how the business works.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Kenny Omega?
Who's that guy?
Wait, was he on the PWI 500 top #1 over Seth Rollins and AJ Styles?
For like 2 years in a row?
What the hell is that? What the hell is a Young Buck? What the hell is that? Are they like just only the top tag team right now in the wrestling industry?
And I don't want to come off like we're just AEW marks because like
we're not. Obviously we have the WWE Network and watch the fucking show.
Yeah, I watch all the WWE shit. I do.
Honestly, this pay-per-view for me was going to get a solid B grade until Brock Lesnar.
The pay-per-view, the money
Brock
in the
Lesnar
bank
brought this from a B grade to a C- for me.
Yeah, and
I think so I'll be honest with you. So it wasn't for me. It wasn't just Brock Lesnar. I think the whole pacing of this pay-per-view was a bit sloppy. Like it felt very slow at times. And
I wouldn't have noticed that because when I was watching, I just fast forwarded to the start of every match.
Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, like already I was a little bit on the pay-per-view, but, Brock Lesnar just final nail in the coffin.
Everything that I saw other than Brock Lesnar, I fucking loved.
Yeah, I'll say. But, for me, I think, I'm more than excited for Double or Nothing. That's going to be a fantastic show.
Of course it's going to be fantastic. But, oh my god, they want $50 for that. No shit, it's a pay-per-view.
Yeah. Man.
None of you remember a time before the WWE Network when we used to have to beg and plead our parents to buy pay-per-views because WWE wanted $65? If I would have paid $60 to watch Brock Lesnar waltz out there and get that fucking briefcase,
Dude,
I would have apologized to my parents.
I'd burn my house down.
Yeah.
I'd burn my goddamn house down.
No, please don't do that, John. Don't do that.
Oh.
Yeah, no, with $60, you know what I can get? I can go to the store right now and buy Kingdom Hearts 3 and play that shit.
Yeah, man.
I'd rather do that. I could.
You know how many Big Macs $60 would buy me?
What a nerd.
What a mark.
You know how many pop figures I could buy with $60?
5.
6?
6.
It all depends on where you get them.
Yeah.
Shit, man.
I mean, it's amazing to me how.
Are we still live? We're
What?
just rambling at this point.
I don't
It's
give
okay.
a fuck.
I know.
Okay. Who cares? It's just amazing to me how.
Nobody's gonna watch this
Vince McMahon
anyway.
Just have to do something that makes him climax finally, and that's kind of what happened. Vince finally just got his release.
Yeah.
Good job, Vince.
Okay.
Go take another bath in your Lazarus pit.
If Brock unsuccessfully cashes in,
That would be great.
fine.
I would be very happy.
Fine.
I'll read about it. I just won't watch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if he wins it and then he loses it to Seth Rollins, that's okay too.
Yeah.
But
But this can't just lead to Brock Lesnar holding the Universal title hostage again.
Yeah.
It can't.
Yeah, Tim, your standards are way too high. I think that's gonna happen. So.
I am excited.
you think it's going to happen because I told you it was going to happen.
No, I think we're gonna see that again. That's kind of the whole idea, I think.
I am excited to see what this new championship on Raw is tonight.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that's going to have me tune into Raw.
And Bray Wyatt.
The only thing.
Bray
And Bray Wyatt. Firefly Funhouse.
If he's even on.
I think he will be.
I would assume that all these Firefly Funhouse segments are pre-taped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he just had a child, so.
Yeah.
Oh, I get what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
These are to hold us off until Bray actually comes back.
Yeah.
Right. Next week, the three of us will be sitting down the day after Double or Nothing
I wore my LIJ hat. I should have worn my AEW hat.
to review and analyze Double or Nothing and talk about the future of AEW. Join us for that. Sid, plug whatever you want to plug right now.
Yeah. Just follow me on social media. Instagram at SIDS500. Twitter SIDS92. Both S's are capital. YouTube.com/C/TheNerdyMark. Check me out there. I will.
You will what? You're cutting out, Cedric.
Sid, come back.
I'm going to try to get you two guys somehow. If not, I'll just give my own predictions. That's okay. I mean,
What are you talking about? Sid,
AEW predictions.
You cut out.
Oh, I was talking about the AEW predictions.
Okay, what did you say?
I just said that, we'll figure it out. I know you two have scheduling conflicts, so
Yeah.
but we'll figure it out. Definitely. Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah, but anyway, I gotta go do something else now because I'm very drained about talking about Brock Lesnar.
All right.
God damn. All right, well, thank you guys.
We're going to let you go, Sid.
See you, Sid.
Yeah, love you. Hey, love you 3,000.
Love you, 3000.
Love you, 3000.
Too sweet.
Too sweet, baby.
Boom.
That's your thing.
All right. So, like I said, Double or Nothing
Oh, come on.
next Sunday with the Nerdy Mark again. And we'll be analyzing, reviewing that, and talking about the future of AEW. This has been another installment of Armbar Audio. Wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, noon, or night, you have a great one. And peace and love to all of you. Bang!